Facts about Tigray, Part 6. Hello and welcome to UMD Media. This is Facts about Tigray series with me, the producer and presenter, Shimelis Marissa Gabra-Mikhail. In today's Facts about Tigray program, we'll present to you two of the 10 shocking facts about Tigray that happened because of the war started about 2 years ago. That is, the displacements of innocent civilians and the gender-based violence, torture that happened to women and girls in the region. Please be with us until the end of the program and keep on following us on different social media platforms and via satellite in Yahsat frequency 11843 polarization V and symbol rate 27500 under Horn Broadcasting Services HBS package. According to information availed about 2 months ago, probably more than that, over 2 million people have been displaced in Tigray. The United Nations estimates that 2.5 million people have fled their homes to seek asylum elsewhere in neighboring countries or have found themselves internally displaced within Tigray. The number of refugees remains difficult to measure as the scale of the crisis increased rapidly, and without humanitarian assistance on the ground, it has proven a challenge to account for all those who have been internally displaced. At the peak of the crisis, the United Nations reported that up to 4,000 citizens were heading to Sudan every day to flee the war in Tigray. Refugees have also been unjustly targeted in the conflict or in the war, with reports of airstrikes and violence erupting in refugee camps, killing and harming thousands of innocent people. Aid agencies have faced reported difficulty assessing the refugee camps to help protect and support those who are vulnerable to those attacks. In addition, schools have been looted, destroyed, or used as war camps in Tigray. Millions of children in Tigray have not been able to attend school due to the conflict or the war, and a great deal of them have been out of school since March 2020 all the way until recently, having left because of COVID-19 pandemic as well, and staying out of school because of this war. According to Ethiopia's Minister of Education, an estimated 7,000 schools in Tigray had been damaged in the war as of August 2021. HRW also reported that several schools in the area had been looted and some have been occupied by perpetrators of the war or the conflict. Women and girls have also been exposed to gender-based violence and torture. Sexual and gender-based violence and torture have been carried out by all sides of the war, according to the United Nations, which also said that women and girls were being used as a weapon of war in the conflict. Speaking of global citizens, Amnesty International campaigner Vanessa Haye described the atrocities experienced by women and girls caught in the war. A majority of the survivors that we interviewed were gang raped. Many of them were held in circumstances that account for sexual slavery, where they were held for days and weeks, some of them for months, by the perpetrators, she said. She also explained some of them were raped in front of their family members, in front of their own children. Some of them are pregnant. The circumstances around sexual violence in Tigray have been shocking, the same informant has told the compiler of this report. Sahaye also highlighted that because of the lack of humanitarian aid and the destruction of healthcare facilities, many women and girls had nowhere to turn for treatment. Well, that brings us to the end of our today's Facts About Tigray session. Thank you for watching and have a good one.